All right, talking about Skyworks today, SWKS on NASDAQ. I've liked this for a long time. 5G play, been a little bit volatile, but I think now it's actually pretty good time. It's kind of near its high, but not absolute high. Let's see here. Last 3 months, it's only up 4.8%. The market's been really strong, so it's actually a bit of a laggard at the moment. 1 year performance is up 29%. Again, a bit of a laggard. 29% sounds great. And any year I would take that, but in this crazy year, that's actually a bit of a laggard. But this is a good name, and this is a good 5G play. And it's not too big, not too small, kind of in that medium-sized area. $23 billion market cap. Really good balance sheet. Growth on the way. Let's talk a little bit about what they do, and then we'll get into our model as well. So let's go with this one first. And this is their addressable market. They say it's going to grow dramatically. We know that it's a 5G play. They have a strong offering in mobile, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Internet of Things, so it's the connected house and earphones, and actually, that actually looks like a medical thing. A guy lying down, hard to see that icon. Internet of Things, automotive, very strong offering there too, and then emerging. This is a little bit more advanced things like factory automation, AI, and that kind of stuff. But this is a huge addressable market, and this is all available to them. Then the next thing I want to talk about is their actual phone offering, because I think that's really interesting as well. Just give me 1 second to pull that one up. Okay, found it, and here we go. 5G creates a step function and increase in performance. So if you go way back to the flip phones, which was 2G, they made the power amplifiers. They're getting about $3 a phone. Okay. No big deal. That's nice, but and then 3G, they added filter switches and $8 a phone. And then 4G added some other things down here, switches and CA combos. You don't need to be an engineer to invest in things, but there's obviously more to it. $18 a phone. Now they're saying with 5G, they're anticipating $25 a phone. Awesome, right? So, but again, this is only one. I just showed you the previous slide. They have offerings in other areas too. But the phone alone, they're going from $3 a phone to $25 a phone over, the expansion from 2G to 5G. Okay, and lastly, I want to show you who their customers are. And it's a pretty solid base of customers here. We've got Google, Nokia, LG, Siemens. These are kind of like the phone telco makers. Samsung, no Apple, so I guess they don't do any business at Apple. Apple's trying to do more and more things on their own. They even got rid of, or they're trying to get rid of Qualcomm. I don't think they fully have gotten rid of Qualcomm, but they're going to try and do literally everything on their own. Then they have, the car makers we talked about, so Volkswagen, Ford, Toyota, Hyundai, I think there's a few more here. Oh, Volvo, that's General Electric, General Motors, there we go, BMW, so all the big ones there. And we got some, Fitbit, Cisco, Amazon, those other players as well. So, I mean, really super solid. Now, let's jump into our model and see what it says there. And I'm going to do this in real time. This is just, this is the default. The default is actually saying it's overvalued. I don't believe that. I think we need to tweak it. Now, you see, it got as high as, it says 28 here. This one's off the chart. 31% return on invested capital. And, then it was, coming down a little bit. And then as we flipped from 4G to 5G, there was a bit of a gap in there, and you see this with a lot of semiconductor type names. and now we're starting to ramp back up. So if you believe in the ramp back up for 5G, which it's hard not to believe in, it's a very strong disruptor, I guess. So I'm going to say, oh, okay, this is going to return to a 22, which is still below what they did before, but I'm going to just say 22. I'm going to use the plowback, so just take the money they earn. And then we really got to talk about, like, does it just drop off a cliff like that? And that's just not logical here. So our first way station is 8% fade, and then in the long run earn 8%, and it's just a gauge, just a measure, just how, what is that worth? And you go, wow, it's worth 179, so it's about a 24% increase. Well, it's more about sensitivity than getting the exact price. Let's try fading at 7 instead of 8, and all of a sudden it's worth 200. And if we do 6 instead of 7, it's worth 238. And I really think these are possible numbers. So there you go. The valuation makes sense to me. By the way, it's a really clean balance sheet, hardly any debt. In fact, I'd actually like to see them lever up a little. But high quality company, good rates of return for a long period of time. 5G coming down the pipe. Oh, one more thing. I knew there was one more thing. I was thinking, what did I want to do? Let's go to the financial statement. So as I said, they were transitioning from 4G to 5G. And, some slowdown in the revenue, still good margin. So as you can see, EBITDA was still pretty good. It's really this last quarter that's really encouraging, right? All of a sudden, 15% revenue growth, and that's the September quarter versus the previous September quarter. And margins were really good too. So, looking for that bottom, and we know 5G's right here on the horizon. So that seems to me bottom in terms of fundamentals. Stock's actually done quite well, but I think there's a lot more room to go. So that's our hypothesis on Skyworks, SWKS, NASDAQ. If you believe in 5G, you should believe in Skyworks. Thanks for watching our investment video. If you want to improve your portfolio returns, simply subscribe. Or if you're an investment advisor or retail investor and you want help with your portfolio more directly, we can help you with a managed account and manage each and every trade for you.